Welcome to the interactive Body Balance radio show for health and fitness tips.
All right, here we go. Welcome back to Interactive Body Balance Radio. I'm your host, Mike Dasik, and thank you guys so much for joining our show today. From around the world, we talk health, fitness, nutrition, and personal development. Hope you're all doing well. I think the show is going to air on February the 10th, 2021. Wintertime here, as I always say in Canada, this time of year. And we're just trekking along, right? Very busy with corporate work, very busy, trying to help people all over this great, world. And we're blessed the emails come in and the texts and the phone calls and all that great stuff. And we're good. Today, I want to do a podcast on how to treat acid reflux naturally. Some people have referred to it as heartburn. I even did, I think I talked about a few shows ago on GERD. A little, different, but similar. And I've already explained that. But I'm going to give you guys a couple of tips on how to treat this naturally, because I do have patients with this issue and things that happen. All right. So, for example, typically it's treated with acid blockers, PPI, etc. Third largest selling drug, I think, ever. Behind, for instance, medications, right? So for anxiety, depression, but it's number 3. Third largest selling drug. So if you're getting any of those drugs for heartburn and acid reflux, it's huge, right? A lot of them, obviously, they're good at relieving symptoms, but what I've seen in my practice and what the literature says too is that they can cause some other problems like malabsorption of B12, zinc deficiency, magnesium deficiency, potentially osteoporosis, IBS, etc. Why? Okay. And again, I should start, right? I'm not your medical doctor. Always seek the advice of them first. This is just what I see, from clients and patients and what I read and what my peers see in functional medicine and all that great stuff, right? So your body does need stomach acid to stay healthy, right? Stomach acid, completely necessary, right, to digest protein and food, activate digestive enzymes in your small intestine, keep bacteria from going upstream, right? They call it SIBO, so small intestinal bacterial overgrowth. And it helps you absorb important nutrients, like I said, calcium, magnesium, vitamin B12. Some evidence, as Dr. Hyman says, that some of these medications that you could potentially take can prevent you from digesting the food properly, cause those vitamin mineral deficiencies, and lead to problems like, the IBS or certain other types of, weak bones, etc. Another one here. Studies show that people taking acid-blocking medications for long-term can become deficient in B12, which can lead to depression, anemia, fatigue, nerve damage, potentially dementia, especially with older people. Also, taking these drugs can cause dangerous overgrowth of bacteria, like Clostridia, etc. And again, for many other people, low-grade overgrowth of bacteria in the small intestine can lead to bloating, gas, etc. So what causes it? Stress contributes to the reflux. Food, as you guys know, is supposed to go down, not up. And there's two valves, or the sphincters, to control the food in and out of your stomach. And I talked about this in a previous show, right? The lower esophageal sphincter and one at the bottom, the pyloric valve. When you're stressed, the valve on the top stays relaxed and the valve on the bottom tightens up. And this could result in food traveling back up your esophagus, etc. As many of my mentors say, why is this controversial, right? Why is it? Because there's many different things that can cause acid reflux, or as they call it, heartburn, right? It's not just, food or sphincter valves that aren't tight, etc. Dr. Axe, Dr. Hyman have seen this in their practice too, but there's a bug called H. pylori, that actually I've tested for in stool, but you can do it in blood tests or different other tests as well. Can cause issues with acid reflux. Treating that problem, so the Helicobacter pylori, H. pylori as I call it, can eliminate the reflux, etc. Food sensitivities or allergies can also cause reflux. Dairy and gluten containing foods like wheat, you guys get it, right? Wheat, rye, barley, they can cause issues. As we already mentioned, bacterial overgrowth can cause issues with acid reflux. So these are a lot of the reasons why. You can diagnose, a lot of doctors will diagnose it and they'll treat it. But when you're there, you can ask your doctor. Here's some tips if you have acid reflux or heartburn, right? Ask your doctor for an H. pylori test. There's again, like I said, there's a stool test for it, blood test, breath test. You can get a food test for IgG, food allergies, and or celiac disease. You can get organic acids test, right? And of course, there's always the physical, tangible stuff. You can get an X-ray, right? An endoscopy, upper GI series X-ray to see if there's anything else wrong. Okay? So, a lot of ways, like I said, a lot of things that can cause a lot of issues that go on. A lot of times, people will tell you stay off the spicy foods, citrus foods, alcohol, caffeine. And again, we said already the gluten and dairy removal are helpful. That's good there too. But look for the infections, look for deficiencies. These can all cause problems. Now, as you know, I'm always into the how do you resolve this, right? How do you get over this stuff here? Solution mode. Treat the bugs if you have them, right? So H. pylori, right? I've treated it many times in the clinic before. I've said this many times. Matula tea is excellent for H. pylori. Matula tea, I think it's 100% money back guarantee. I have no affiliation with Matula tea. I just know I've seen it work many times. You can treat overgrowths, right? So the fungal infections, you can treat them. You can treat the SIBO. Treat the bugs, guys. If you have them, it'll help you. Change up your diet. Like we said, get rid of the dairy, the gluten, and all the other little spicy foods and the caffeines and the different types of, maybe citrus-based fruits. Obviously, I say it's obviously no junk food. Don't eat, 3 hours before bed. Get rid of the processed food. Eat real, organic, whole cooked foods, right? That's cooked veggies or the fish or the chicken. You guys get the point. Natural remedies as well too. You guys love coming to the show for natural remedies and supplements. I know because I get them every day, right? Digestive enzymes are good with the meals. Get the good inoculation of the gut with healthy bacteria. I've talked about, Bifidobacterium, Lactobacillus, even Saccharomyces boulardii is very good. Carnosine, zinc carnosine is good. Glutamine, I know Dr. Hyman talked about in Japan. They use glutamine a lot to coat the gut. Very big one here too. Let's get this one. So DGL is brought with the glycerin, right? So it's in licorice root. I've recommended licorice root to people before. With the glycerin in it to help out and coat the stomach. DGL, the tablets have it as well too. It's a form of licorice. Very helpful. Magnesium citrate or glycinate, also very good. You guys get the point. Lots of good information here on stuff that can help you out to treat your acid reflux, your heartburn, etc. That's a whirlwind, I know, in 8 minutes. You might have to rewind, stop. I do this too, folks. So when I listen to podcasts or read books, I routinely go back and hit pause and play it back. Go back 7 minutes, go back 5 minutes, go back 14 minutes and replay it. You have to, because there's a ton of information. When you're always studying, you can always learn, right? So I hope that helps in that way. All right. The website, MikeDaciuk.com, MikeDaciuk.com, interactivebodybalance.com. Head on over there. It will be revamped, as I said. We're working on it. Lots of work to do. info@MikeDaciuk.com. Emails every day. Social media, you can go to Mike Daciuk or Interactive Body Balance on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We're going to do more on YouTube videos. So I've had a lot of requests to do more videos, so that's coming too. We love it. We put this out for you guys, right? It's content that we put out for the team to get exposure and to help you along, right? So that's what we do. And yeah, it's all good. The first book, The Transformation from Within, is free on the website. How to Restore Your Health. You can get it anywhere in the world. It's at all the bookstores. It's a hardcover book too. You can pick it up. You can order it delivered to your door. We're blessed and thankful to get the word out. How to Restore Your Health. I hope you guys can get back on the track with that. Now, what do I close every show with? You guys know this. If you've been listening to this for any time, I think we've been doing this for 5 or 6 years now, is what do I tell my kids? Kids, 1, you got to work hard. 2, you have to add your value and your skill set to the world. Just listening to Dr. Miles Monroe talk with that. You've got a gift. You've been gifted with a skill set. Add it to the world. Number 3, help other people. It's a good way to help other people where you can, right? Volunteer of your time. Pull out chairs, open doors. I tell my kids, take up the neighbor's recycling bins, take up their garbage bins. When the truck comes, bring it back to their door. We give of money to charities. It's just what we do, right? I want you guys to do that. Number 4, smile and have some fun. Especially in these tough, turbulent times, you got to have some fun, right? So work hard, play hard. So what I say, right? Work hard, play hard. Team, live with passion, live with purpose, live with intent. I hope this podcast served you well, gave you some natural ways to treat acid reflux or heartburn. I've had these patients, so I know it's prevalent in a lot of people. And you may have some stomach issues, but that's how you do it. All right, team, I'll talk to you guys real soon.